Hey everyone, this is David Pike, the Motorcity Mechanic, and I'm back with another tool review. Now today we're going to be talking about a product from Steelman Pro. It's their Bluetooth trailer tester, model number 78922. Check it out. So this is the Steelman Pro Bluetooth trailer tester, model number 78922. The way it works is it plugs directly into your 7-way connector at the back of your vehicle. It tests all the light operations as far as your turn signals, your brakes, also your 12-volt power and your ground, not to mention a basic operation of your electric brake controller. As you can see, size-wise it's very comparable to your average smartphone. Small enough, compact enough that you can hold it in the palm of your hand, meaning that when you're not using it, you could throw it in the glove box of the vehicle or in the drawer of your toolbox, which certainly is an advantage when you compare it to the competition that's on the market that comes in large plastic cases. Mainly because it's being Bluetooth, it does not have the 25-foot cable that the rest of them have that go from the inside of the vehicle to where it plugs in. A lot of the trailer connector testers I use range anywhere from $100 to $150 in price. This unit itself is out the door for right at $55. Now the tester takes two things to make it work. The first one is the unit itself, which is the hardware. The second item is a mobile app that you can download for free, which is the software. So at this point we're going to go ahead and download the app. Now it doesn't matter if it's an Apple-based product such as this or an Android device. You're just going to go into either your Google Play Store or your App Store, and it's going to be named exactly the same. So this is what you're going to be typing in. You need to enter Bluetooth trailer tester. Once you do that, this is what you should see. Now it's just a matter of clicking on it to download it. Once it's finished, we'll open it up. And this is what the final product is. This is what we should be seeing. Now what we're going to do now is we're going to take this outside to the vehicle. We're going to pair it up to the Bluetooth device. And we're going to go through each one of the operations on the mobile app. Now before we go plugging in the test unit and begin using it, I want you to make note of this status indicator in the bottom left-hand corner. That's going to light up blue when you initially plug the unit in. Now it's going to go on for 1 to 2 seconds and then the light's going to go off. Then eventually the light's going to come back on and stay on constantly. Once it stays on, then you can go to the inside of the vehicle and start pairing up the phone and using the mobile app. All we got to do is open up the cover on the 7-way terminal, slide the tester in, and there's that blue light I mentioned. Like I said, it's going to go off. That's normal. Give it a few seconds. Eventually when it does come back on, we know that the unit is powered up, and now we're ready to go ahead and pair it up by Bluetooth. Now that we've got the tester plugged into the receptacle at the back of the vehicle, we'll go ahead and start using the app. We just got to turn it on. Now the first thing we're going to do now is we're actually going to pair the device. We got to make sure that the phone's Bluetooth settings turned on, and if you look up here top left, you see a button that says scan and pair. I click on that and it brings up the available devices, and what we see is a BTT. That BTT is Bluetooth trailer tester, so we'll go ahead and select that. Now as you can see down here at the bottom, the auxiliary 12 volt is now turned green. We know that's possible because the Bluetooth unit is actually powered by the auxiliary 12 volt at the receptacle, so of course it's going to be green. Now on the bottom right here, in between that red and green button, we're going to see different words show up, and they're going to be related to what we're doing, whether it's the brakes being applied or the turn signals. You'll see left turn, right turn, items like that. Now your reverse light is going to be that red box right there. It'll turn green when the reverse lights are on. Otherwise the regular lights will show up on the simulated vehicle. For example, let me do a turn signal. You'll see the word left turn down here on the bottom, and you'll see the left turn showing right here on this side. Same thing with the right side. Now I go ahead and turn my headlights on or my tail lights. You'll see that they come on as well, and it says trailer running lights. I can apply the brakes, and these smaller lights up here come on as well. You probably see it a little bit better if I go ahead and turn the running lights off. There you go. So there's your brake light. So we've gone through each one of those, and like I mentioned, if you do your reverse, you'll see that you get the green around reverse lights. And that's the cool feature of visually being able to see everything. Now there's one other item on here that's pretty cool, and I'll show you next. So you look up here near the top right hand corner, you see a button that says connector view. Click on that, and it's going to bring you another screen, and on that screen you're going to see a diagram of a 7-way connector. There's going to be different numbers and different colors related to a chart right here on the side telling you what each one of those items represents. Now what I want you to see is off here to the right. It's an actual checklist, and what happens is as you're going through the lights, each one of those boxes gets checked off when you go through an item, and it does it automatically. So if I hit clear right here, we'll start fresh. We know that we've got the 12-volt auxiliary on because of course the Bluetooth unit's powered up, so that's going to be there. So if I start going through left turn, right turn, brakes, running, backup, each one of those items is going to have a check mark in that box. And the last button that we haven't talked about yet is the disconnect button. All that does is it disables the Bluetooth connection between both the phone and the Bluetooth trailer tester. I've got a few things that I consider to be pros and also a few things I consider to be cons. So let's go ahead and talk about the pros first. So one of the first things is price. You're looking at $55 versus what the competition offers for $100 to $150. So you got a big difference in price point right out the gate. Second thing, it's wireless. So it doesn't have a 25-foot long cable that you've got to keep up with or store. Third thing, it's a one-person operation. I don't need anybody sitting inside the cab while I'm at the back using a test light. I can do it all by myself. And fourth and final thing, it's compact design. It's small enough to fit pretty much anywhere. Now that we talked about the pros, let's go ahead and move on to the cons, or better yet, the two things that I think that could be improved upon. The first one being the mobile app. When you open up the mobile app and you look at that simulated vehicle that we're going to be watching the lights show up on, each time I would apply the brake pedal, what they were using to represent brakes on there was real small. It wasn't that obvious at a quick glance. Now the second issue I had problems with was with the electric brake feature. Not all vehicles actually showed the electric brakes being applied. Now, the ones I had issues with were the ones that had the OEM factory installed integrated brake controllers. So you had a chance to watch the video and you've seen how the tool works. You also saw my opinion as far as pros and cons. I'll give you a link in the description below the video where you can purchase it on Amazon. So if you found the video informative and helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up on YouTube. Don't forget you can like me on Facebook and you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram as well. And if you got any comments or suggestions about today's video on that Steelman Pro Bluetooth trailer tester or anything Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram related, you can always email me at david@motorcitymechanic.com and I will try to get back to you in a timely manner. Once again, everybody, thank you for all the feedback and comments, and I appreciate you watching these videos.